Hello everyone. Recently, many schools have released the shortlist for the VAT-PI round. I've been getting many queries related to VAT-PI preparation. However, due to a little hectic schedule, I have not been very prompt at replying to all the messages. Yesterday, I cleared all the backlog and I have realized one thing, that many aspirants seek a little guidance in the VAT-PI preparation. So I thought of sharing my experience of VAT-PI through a video. Having said that, in this video, I'll be sharing my experience of the interviews at CAP, XLRI, NEETI, MDI and IIT Kharagpur. In the end of this video, I'll talk about 5 aspects of VAT-PI preparation that you should cover. Let me start with my experience of CAP interview. One basic query I've been getting these days is, if multiple interviews are conducted for the CAP round, so no. There is only one interview that is conducted for the CAP round. Each of the participating colleges have different weight for different sections like CAT score, academic score, VAT-PI score. So they release their shortlist according to that only. But for interview, only one interview is conducted, right? So in my interview, it went for around 25 minutes and I was asked questions related to my work experience, a little about extracurriculars, some current affairs, and I think that's it. So I do not remember the exact questions, but I can tell you about the work experience thing. They asked me the business process. I mean, what my work is, what happens, what is the business process in the entire project, and where do I come in the picture. That is what they asked. So while explaining this business process, you need to make sure that it is understood to the layman, to a common man. So you need to explain it in the simple terms. This is one aspect that, whatever your work profile is, you should be very clear about it and should be able to explain your work experience to the interviewers. Other questions were related to current affairs. A few questions were related to elections and demonetization. Yes. In the academic part, they asked me about digital electronics. My stream was electronics, and so asked me a few questions from digital electronics. In the extracurriculars, they asked me about blogging, what kind of blogs I write, how many followers I have, and all these things. So this interview went for around 25 minutes and there were not too many questions that I could not answer. So from my point, it went well, but yeah, when result happened, I got selected in 3 out of 6 second generation IIMs. In the XLRI process, there were 2 rounds. One was GD and it was followed by PI. Almost everyone got selected through GD, and in the PI, I was asked only one question, and it was, what HR policies at Accenture do I like? I talked about one policy and then they did cross question me on that policy for the next 30-35 minutes. To be honest, it was one of the toughest interviews that I have ever faced in my life, and they got me under intense pressure and I could not handle it. And I really wished that the interview get over soon and I could move out of this room. It was tough for me and I completely lost track. And yeah, as you can expect, that I did not get selected through that interview. So the point is that once you are in the interview room, you can be asked anything under the sun can be asked. So you need to be mentally prepared for it, because interviews, I feel that they are not about what you know. It is more about how you tackle the situation that is that is in front of you. So it is very important that you remain cool, calm, and try to tackle the situation with complete presence of mind. My IIT Kharagpur interview experience was very bizarre. I did not expect them the questions that they asked. They asked me questions about my family background, what my parents are doing, what my sister is doing, and what are my likes and dislikes. So I did not understand in what direction it was going, although I was confident throughout the interview that went for around 10-15 minutes. But I feel that they had made their mind initially itself that they do not want me. Maybe I was not a good fit for them. So yeah, I was waitlisted in that interview as well. My waitlist number was around 140, and eventually I did not convert it. In the MDI process, there were 2 rounds. One was GD and it was followed by a PI. The GD went for around 15 minutes and I felt it was very good, and the same questions related to GD topic only was asked in my PI as well, and I could answer a few of them and I could not answer a few others. But overall, from my experience, I felt that the interview went well, but unfortunately I could not convert that call. In my NEET interview, they mainly asked me questions related to my engineering subjects, and I feel I was not well prepared with my technical subjects, because I had work experience of around 2 years by that time, and I did not expect any technical questions coming. So I could not answer most of their questions, and as a result I did not get selected in that interview also. After listening to the highlights of my interviews, you might be thinking that the interviews of B schools are very uncertain. Yes, they are. But from your end, I think you should cover 5 aspects. These are HR questions, current affairs, academic subjects, work experience, and extracurriculars. If you cover these 5 buckets, I think you will be in a position where you feel confident and you can answer the questions thrown at you. So in the HR questions, you should have a very logical flow in your answers, whether it is tell me about yourself, why MBA after engineering, your strength and weakness. You should be able to connect the dots, and it does take a lot of time to come up with these answers. I would have taken maybe 20 days or 1 month to come up with some answers for these questions. Every time you write, you find something is missing, you again delete, edit, re-edit, and like this it will take time, but you need to give a lot of time to this section, because it creates the base of the interview. The second thing is your current affairs, where no matter which interview it is, you are expected to know what is happening around you. Especially for the B school admission, you should be well aware of all the burning topics that have been there in the last 1 year at least. Issues like coronavirus and its impact on the economy and all other things, you should be very well aware of these things. What you can do is you can note down all the topics, all the burning topics that have been there in the last 1 year, and make a note, write an essay on all those topics. I did that in 2017 and I think it helped me gain some confidence. The third thing is academics. Prepare at least 2 subjects. I did not do it, and so I think I suffered in NEET. So whether you're a work experience person or you're a fresher, it is expected that you know at least 2 subjects. Generally I think that interviewers don't ask questions related to academics to the people who have work experience of 2 or more years, but then it is not a guarantee. So it's better that you prepare at least 2 academic subjects. The next point is work experience. In the work experience section, they mainly ask you about the business process. Business process is very important, and through the business process they try to understand how well do you know about the project and its nitty-gritty. You try to explain the business process and your work in the project in a very simple terms, in a very layman language. In extracurriculars activities, whatever your hobby is, make sure that you know more and more about it. It is not just about what you do in that hobby, but what is happening around that hobby in the world. So you should prepare your hobby well and be able to answer all the questions related to it. So if you cover these 5 points, you will feel more confident about yourself, and I feel that if you are confident enough in the interview room, there are good chances that you will get through. So do not get bogged down. Give sufficient time to this preparation, and as I said in my earlier video, that do join our WebPI coaching. The fact is they won't write answers for you, but they will guide you, they'll give you direction. So it is 20% direction of theirs and 80% hard work of yours, and that will prepare you for this wet PI round. So that's all in this video. I hope you found it relevant and useful. I'm sorry I could not give you an exhaustive interview experience because I do not remember most of the questions that were asked to me. But I think these highlights will give you a perspective as to what kind of questions you can expect in an interview and how anything can be asked in an interview and why you need to be mentally prepared for it. But if you cover these 5 buckets that I have shared, the 5 aspects of this preparation, I think you will feel confident about yourself and you will be able to tackle whatever is thrown at you. In the end, if you have any other query, you can put it in the comment box, or if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through various social media handles. I have shared the link of my social media handles in the description of this video. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.